Hello everybody, my name is GrimReaper2458, and today we're going to be looking at a blaster. Not this guy, this guy is, it's up and coming. Today we're going to look at a very special build, which is my Gear Up Retalicon. Now the Retalicon is a recon, shell, and a retaliator set of internals. Except this guy uses half darts and works beautifully. So let's get into it. What is a Retalicon? Well, I just said it's a retaliator or recon with retaliator internals. The only thing I used from a retaliator with this was the catch, because I couldn't find a metal catch. The rest is worker parts. The worker barrel is a just a little breach kit, and it's like a $10 breach kit. I'll link all the buy links in the description box below, except for the Gear Up Recon, of course, so you know where to get these parts if you want to make one yourself. I made this and completed it about a couple weeks ago. I've just been waiting to make a video on it. I also follow Joel King 627's Retalicon build guide, which is a fantastic build guide if you ever want to make a Retalicon. He goes into really good depth, and it's a very fantastic video. I recommend you give it a watch. Anyway, this has a half dart kit, kind of breach in it. It's the short barreled one, it's not the full barrel, because I've had problems with full barrels with stock plunger tubes. I'll get into that. The pusher is the one that comes with the kit. The bolt sled is the worker one as well. These are all the parts are made by Worker, so I won't be saying more of that. There's a clear Prophecy plunger tube and plunger rod, and then there's the, I believe, 10 kilogram spring, and there's a retaliator catch in here with the Worker upgrade spring, and then this is the Worker silver metal trigger, which I think just absolutely finishes off that retaliator or recon grip. I really love these triggers. And if you think this build looks kind of familiar, kind of early to show it off, but you might remember this guy, and they're pretty similar builds. I actually got this guy working a whole lot better as of recently, and I absolutely love how this guy came out. The stickers on it are a good amount of stickers. I'm not going to do the same amount as I did on that one. And the blaster itself is very nice. The Gear Up Recon, I'm sure you're wondering where I got it from. I do not live in Europe, and I do not live in Canada. I am in Americana, you know, good old free country of I don't care. And a Canadian Nerfer, who is actually a fan of this channel, reached out, or he, by the name of Shabananaz? Hard to pronounce. But he found one of these at a thrift store, because he lives in Canada, for about $11. Or $7, I don't remember how much he bought it for, but it was an absolute bargain, because the stock cap and the front barrel were completely mint. So this guy had the attachments never on it, or put on it for safekeeping, and then took it off later in its life. But the blaster worked completely well. There was still the warning sticker on the slide. I took the slide off, of course, and I did not cut up the slide or do anything stupid with it. It's all safe in a bag. I have all the original locks and all the original internals if I were to decide to transfer this back. And with this Retaliator, or Retalicon, I can easily take the modification parts out and put the new or original parts in. So I did not damage the shell. The shell is perfect. I washed it before this, and it's an absolutely beautiful condition. Gear Up Retaliator, or Gear Up Recon, Retalicon, whatever. The kit is the Prophecy pump grip, and it's a very, very, very nice kit, and especially if you buy it from Foam Blast, because it's super, super cheap compared to everywhere else. Foam Blast has the cheapest ones. After this, they're going to raise in price because so many people are going to buy them. And then the flash hider is the Knight style. Knight as in like shiny armor night, not like nighttime. It has the threads for the suppressor, but I've never really liked the suppressor because they've always been black, except for the ones that come with the flash hider, which what's the point of getting a flash hider if you already got one? The grip is obviously a vertical worker grip, and the stock is a worker stock. So one thing that's different from this guy, that is different for me, is how I did the stock cap. Now usually, the stock cap I would make would be made out of PVC, specifically half-inch PVC. And it would work, it would do the job, but that would be the extent of the job. It would hold the spring in and it would guide the plunger rod, but it would always knock out. And as you can tell, this piece kind of fell out. This is the original, not to this recon, because I wanted to keep all the internal stock on this one. I completely obliterated this guy and took the plunger tube out of it, and you basically cut it and drill it, and then cut this guy and go like this. Oops, wrong way. That way the spring can rest in here and the plunger rod can go back, and it just fits in beautifully. I don't know if this is on frame. The way I'm recording this is a little bit weird, and this does not like to go back on the smoothest. There we go. Sorry about that. I wish I could cut this stuff out, but you know, my expert levels of editing restrict me on stuff. So anyways, that is the overview of this guy. Let's get into some firing. I have not done firing footage in a while because I lost my tripod, actually, but I found it again. Let's zoom out a bit. If I could zoom out, there we go. Sorry guys, I haven't recorded in a while. But lost my tripod, that doesn't matter. Let's get into some firing footage already. Alright, got this guy all loaded up. We're going to be shooting Max Striker half darts. Alright, that was a shooting of the Gear Up Retalicon. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I wanted to add this honeycomb full length to half length English magazine. Gives it a very, very nice touch. It matches the orange, and I wanted to add before this video ends that yes, this is mostly a black blaster. Do not come after me. This is going to stay in my basement for probably its entire life. I don't plan to take it outside to events. Also, if you notice in the firing footage that it's shooting a little soft, it's because it's the original spring that came with the kit, the black like pusher and breech kit, and it needs to be, you know, upgraded in the future. I won't be going too heavy of spring because this shell is still it's still rare, and I don't really want to destroy it. Oh, one thing I wanted to add. The person that sent me this, I will leave a link to their YouTube channel in the description. I don't know if they post videos, but the guy is really cool. He also sold this to me for a fantastic price, and I really applaud him for not marking the thing up, because that would just be absurd. I mean, it's understandable because it's a Gear Up Recon, and a lot of people want Gear Up Recons. I've wanted a Gear Up Recon ever since I knew they existed. But, fantastic dude. The transaction was handled very nicely. I feel very safe with the dude, and I'd love to buy more blasters off of him in the future. So go check his YouTube channel out. I know he has an Instagram. I'll also plug that while I'm at it. And that's going to be the video on the Gear Up Retalicon. If you enjoyed this video, tell me to comment below. If you have any comment suggestions, concerns, also put them in the comment section below. That's the end of this video. Have a great rest of your day, night, or evening.